back to the Asia Investment Conference, where food security is an issue that investors and our panelists are grappling with today. Joining me now is CEO of Olam Group, Sunny Verghese. Sunny, thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
As a producer of food products, commodity products, supplier, and also of commodity financing, tell us a little bit about your view on food security. I mean, this is something that you see develop firsthand.
I think the long-term secular trend is that there will be a growing imbalance between food supply and food demand. On the demand side, you have three key drivers. One is a growing population that we need to feed 85 million people being added to the world each year. The second is the dietary shift from a cereal carbohydrate-based diet to a more protein fats-based diet. And that has a ramp-up demand for agricultural raw materials, because to produce a kg of beef, you need about 7 kgs of feed, and to produce a kg of pork, you need about 4 kgs of feed. So there's a ramp-up in demand for raw materials as people move to a more meat and protein-based diet. And the third is the new emergence of a new source of demand, which is the biofuel complex. And almost 40% of the US corn crop this year is going to go into bioethanol manufacturing, and almost 10% of all world oilseeds is going into biofuel manufacturing. On the supply side, we have 6 or 7 constraints. We have arable land constraints, we have water constraints, we have urbanization and the impact of urbanization in terms of disrupting supply chains. We have carbon constraint, we have an environmental constraint. So there are multiple constraints on the supply side. As a result, over a secular time period, if you take the next 20-year view, you will see a growing imbalance between supply and demand for agricultural raw materials.
Perhaps one of the counter trends to this is, or to the increasing meat consumption, for example, is the increasing sophistication of a consumer who wants to know where his products come from, who might look at a cereal box and have corporate and social responsibility themes in mind. What kind of value-added services can you offer your clients in traceability?
It's a great question. I think increasingly, particularly in the developed world, people are asking those questions. Rather than just a snack on a bar of chocolate, they want to know where the cocoa beans that is used in the chocolate has come from. So I think there's significant scope to provide customized solutions and value-added services to our customers through issues like providing them organically certified raw materials, or giving them traceability guarantees that the coffee beans or the cocoa beans that you have sourced and supplied to them are grown in plantations where there's no forced labor, no child labor, for example, or offering them customized grades and qualities, or entering into vendor-managed inventory solutions, or offering them risk management solutions. So there's a lot of scope to provide value-added services. One part of that is certification and increased sustainability. So because we are linked at Olam's case from the farm gate to the factory gate of a customer, we have a unique capacity and a platform to provide these sustainability value-added services.
The last set of results that you posted at Olam were a pretty staggering set of growth on a revenue as well as on an earnings base. How much of that is due to the boom that you see in commodity prices, and how much of that can you continue on a sustainable basis?
Firstly, in our business model, we are not really impacted by high or low commodity prices. We try and capture a fee quality spread income, providing a supply chain solution to our customers. We don't trade these markets in a directional proprietary way. So it is really, our performance has been largely on account of the fact that we are embedding more and more value-added services to our supply chain solution. So that is giving us an enhancement in margin. And secondly, we are selectively integrating into excess return upstream opportunities, plantation opportunities, in countries where we believe we have got a cost structure below the marginal cost producer's cost of production. And also by selectively integrating into the value-added midstream piece. So by layering the excess return upstream piece and the value-added midstream piece to our supply chain core business, we are able to significantly improve our margins. And therefore we plan for those growth initiatives that will enhance margins in a very deliberate fashion. And we are seeing the results of executing that strategy in terms of better performance and results.
Well, thanks very much for joining us, Sunny
Thank you, Dan.
Verghese.
Thank you for having me.
Sunny Verghese, CEO of Olam Group here at the Asia Investment Conference.